All right, all the way back to chapter 5. Consciousness. When we say we are conscious of seeing something or hearing a sound, we are referring to consciousness as what? Tom has the ability to pay attention in class and screen out all the things that are going on around him. This is called what? Humans are capable of having direct inner awareness of what? According to Freud, some impulses and painful memories are so unacceptable that we exclude them from awareness. He said that we what them? Altered states of consciousness refer to what? A circadian rhythm is what? The deepest sleep and the one from which it is hardest to be awakened is what? Meditation can be explained as what? In the activation synthesis model, what and what stimulate responses that lead to dreaming. According to the American Society of Addiction Medicine, addiction is a what of the brain's reward, motivation, memory, and related circuitry. Chapter 11, Personality Theory and Measurement. Reasonably stable patterns of actions, feelings, and motives are referred to as what? Sigmund Freud was the first to develop a what theory of personality. According to Freud, drives such as what and what come into conflict with laws, social rules, and moral codes. Which of the following represents the correct development sequence of Sigmund Freud's psychosocial stages of development? Remember, in order. Carl Jung's theory is called what? Karen Horney's view differed from those of Sigmund Freud in that she believed what? What are reasonably stable elements of personality that are inferred from behavior? Eysenck referred to emotional instability as what? Learning theory perspective is to what? As social cognitive theory is to what? A criticism of the behaviorist theory in regards to personality is that they have what? Humanism endorses the concept of what? The what of a test is the extent to which it measures what it is supposed to measure. The what of a test is the stability of one's test results from one testing to another. The what was designed to diagnose psychological disorders. Moving on to chapter 12, psychological disorders. A factor that determines whether or not a behavior or feeling is evidence of a psychological disorder is what? The DSM-4 TR is what? Which of the following is not a characteristic of psychological disorders? Remember, not a characteristic of psychological disorders. What is described as the most debilitating psychological disorder? Kim has a poor appetite and has experienced serious weight loss. He is unable to concentrate and make decisions. He often expresses feelings of unworth and guilt for things that he has not done. He says he no longer cares about life and has talked about death and how he would welcome it. Psychologists would diagnose Kim with which one of the following disorders? Elation and depression are both aspects of what disorder? Most suicides are linked to what? Childhood experiences that contribute to maladaptive ways of relating to others in adulthood can lead to what? An abrupt attack of acute anxiety in which the individual may experience shortness of breath, heavy sweating, and pounding of the heart that is not triggered by a specific object or situation is known as what? Gulf War veterans are at risk for feelings of anxiety and helplessness caused by the traumatic experience of the war. They are at risk for which of the following anxiety disorders? Somatoform disorders are characterized by what? A separation of thoughts, emotions, identity, and memory is to what disorders? as worrying, fear of the worst, nervousness, and inability to relax is to what disorders? People with what personality disorder are typically in conflict with society and predatory in their relationships with other people? Chapter 13, Methods of Therapy. Psychotherapy is used to affect the client's what? The function of early asylums was to what? In the United States, by the mid-1950s, most people diagnosed with psychological disorders lived in what? Based on the video, the largest mental illness facility in America today are what? Psychotherapy treats what? Token economy is a behavioral treatment approach based upon what conditioning principles? Social skills training is facilitated in a group setting because what? The technique employed to determine the success of therapy that combines and averages the results of many individual studies is called what? Biological treatments such as psychoactive substances generally target the activity of what in the brain? Antidepressant medication tends to increase the concentration of what in the brain? Research shows that for chronically depressed people, the best approach for treatment is what? Cognitive therapy is to changing what, as behavior therapy is to changing what? Which of the following therapies has been more widely spread applicable? Let me rephrase that. Which of the following therapies has shown more widespread applicability and success today? Good luck. See you on Tuesday.